taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? We teach you to love the hair that God gave you.
Can you explain to us about how important the beard is in Islam? Well, this wasn't relative to the topic, but I'll just say this. Clearly, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered us to leave it. Now, leave it means let it grow, in case you don't know. It doesn't mean leave it off. Leave it means leave it to grow. And just clip, he said, clip the mustache. Clip the mustache so it doesn't grow inside your mouth and that it's not it's not unsanitary. Clip the mustache and let the beard grow. For the beard is a natural sign of manliness. And it's a natural sign of distinguishing men from women. And among the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, they used not to even look at a man who shaved his beard for fear they may have desire for him. So the importance of the beard is not just something, as somebody might say, just something of your own particular choice. You like it or you don't like it. I want to wear my beard, I don't want to. If you decide willfully to shave your beard, you are willfully disobeying the Prophet ﷺ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he cursed the women that look like men, and he cursed the men that look like women. So let every Muslim fear Allah and make his own decision about this issue, but it's a very clear issue.
Who taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair?
Yeah.
La música de Harry Fraud.
I can tell by your beard you don't love Allah. You got the Brian Gumble face.
All praise is due to Allah for Prophet Noble Drew Ali, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us, he said that we are to respect him because he was the forerunner of Islam in America. So listen, praise be to Allah. I ain't never seen the minister say, don't respect him. I ain't never heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, don't respect him. I heard them both say, no, we are to pay respect to Marcus Mazur, Messiah Garvey, and Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Man, what else do you want them to do? I don't know too many more leaders that's doing that. I don't know too many more leaders that's going to say, you know what? It's not my organization, but y'all make sure y'all respect them. Y'all don't do it to us. Everybody, people I see online, they want to try to take all the credit. They want to take all of the credit. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't come up. He didn't do nothing. Master Father Muhammad didn't teach nothing. Dang, I don't know too many leaders, man, gonna say, hey, man, y'all respect them. What else do you want them to do? Tell you that he the reason why they breathing? Damn, what else y'all want? When he see the brothers in the audience, have y'all seen, y'all must ain't seen the video where the minister see him in the audience, he stop his lecture and have them stand up. Everybody give a hand for my Moors in the, he say, everybody give a hand for him in the audience. What else do y'all want the man to do, man?
I see my Moorish brothers here. In the early days, it was the Moors fighting the police. We came after them.
Right prior to 1930, there was Noble Drew Ali and the Moors, and there was a huge movement throughout the country, particularly among black folks, that being a Muslim, that was the fashion. It was sort of like the hip hop. Okay, you had to be like a Muslim.
It's important also for us to know that there were other influences that had already become popular in the African American community of Detroit, Michigan. There was a man named Noble Drew Ali. They called him Noble Drew Ali. And he had a movement he called Islam, you know, and he had a Quran he called Quran, but it was not the Quran. It was a little pamphlet, you know, that he wrote himself. And Mr. Farad came behind him, like maybe 2 years behind him.
There was all once upon a time students of the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Yeah.
I don't know why he chose to leave. I don't know the story of that, but I guess it happened when the shootout at the Circle 7 occurred, when you know, Green Bay and them was doing what they was doing, man, and you know, when the Prophet was being sought after, you know what I'm saying, when they was taking the money and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna say all the Moors names, but it was once upon a time back when the Prophet was here on the earth and the manifest, some things was going on. It was real.
So he feels some type of way about that, because I know we do bring it up that he was.
Yeah, that's why, because
and never gave props to the Moors.
Because he was once a part of the Moorish movement. He didn't stay in it to win it. He went and did his own thing. So it's, you know, so when you have a race pride, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali teach us about race pride.
There's a picture of Brother Malcolm lecturing a class on how black is a dead status. That ain't what it said. That ain't even what it said. Look, see, there y'all go. Let me show you what it really said. See, here y'all go. That ain't what. Now, how would Malcolm on one end saying the black man is God, and then he teaching that it's dead? Come on now, you know that ain't what that thing said. Let me see what it really said. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Let me pull it up. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. This is what you're talking about right here. It don't say nothing about no dead, man. Look at this. That's what it say. That's what it say. He was talking about negro, necro. He don't say nothing about no. No, I didn't see him say nothing about no black on there.
The Spanish word negro, which means black in Spanish. You go to the dictionary and you see, oh yeah, negro, yeah, it means black in Spanish. We Negroes. But that's a half truth. The word negro in Spanish, right, it comes from the Spanish. Y'all got that? And it does mean black, but it only refers to something that is dead. So it means black, but it's only used to refer to inanimate objects. Black car, black shoes, black shirt, black pants. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It is not used to refer to things that are black and alive. Y'all with me? It's only used to refer to things that are black but have no life. Y'all got me? So now the word that is used to refer to a black person in Spanish is moreno, not negro.
No one allows himself to be classified under the word Negro, but the black man here in America who is a descendant of the slaves. And very seldom is it ever applied to anybody but the black man here in America who is the descendant of the slaves. When you ask a man his identity, he should use a word that connects him with a culture. If you ask him his nationality, it should connect him with a nation. Like if I ask a man his nationality and he says German, that connects him with Germany. Or if he says, even if he says German American, it still connects him with having originated. His family, his history has originated in Germany. If he says he's French American, it connects him with France.
So when he got to Chicago and got his teaching from Noble Drew Ali, he took it and ran his way. He said, well, I ain't gonna teach what the more scientific. I'm gonna teach that the white man the devil. We gonna separate.
So Ben, give it to me. What do y'all mean when y'all say black?
Man, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Black is not the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us black is not a color. Black is the essence from which all color comes from. So we're taught that we are the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. We're taught that at one point that the Earth was once Asia Major, Asia Minor. So all of it was Asia. So that's where the Asiatic comes from, because we're the guys of the planet, not a particular landmass. So when we're saying black, we're simply saying that we are the mothers and fathers of civilization, are the old people. All these other colors came out of black. So we are the original. Everybody came from us. That's what we mean, and that's a fact.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
And what I'm seeing right now on social media, brother, is crazy right now. Especially with all these new cats that's coming out. I'm a Moor, brother. But we call ourselves black. They're gonna stop killing us. Nah, bruh. They're not gonna stop killing you, fam. They might kill you faster. Let's keep it 100. They may kill you faster if you do that. And there was not one person is going to have your back. Not one person is going to bury you or your children. And to talk about our children and talk about the cops killing our people, my son was killed by my own people, brother. My son was 22 years old in 2020. Ain't no cop killed my son. It was two young so-called black dudes, or whatever you want to call them, Moors. It was two young so-called black dudes, or whatever you want to call them, Moors. It was two young so-called black dudes, or whatever you want to call them, Moors, that shot my son 10 times. Let's be realistic with it. We're not living in a real world, brother. This is fantasy what these brothers are doing. And on social media, it's insane, brother.
From what I get, there is a belief that, well, if I stop calling myself black, these things, like I've literally had people tell me the reason we're being killed is because we call ourselves black. That's why I asked the brother, when the police comes up, he don't know what you call yourself. So the purpose of changing it, does it give you these rights that the black person, like what rights does now changing your nationality have in court? What can you now do in court that you can't do if you call yourself black? Because
it's not about the court, Ben.
Well, that's in the comment section.
Because I know where they're getting their information from, believe me, and they're watching. I know where they get the information from, and a lot of the information came from me, and they twisted it and whatever.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
Toes in there. Is your toes Moorish America now?
You did. Anyway, I'm trying to turn this camera around. I'm over here in the Black's Law Dictionary.
Okay.
It's like
before you go in that dictionary,
hold on, let me try to turn this camera around. I ain't scared to show my face or nothing now.
I was going to ask the last brother. Now, you read out of the Black's Law Dictionary, right?
Black's Law Dictionary. Every judge, bailiff, sheriff, every law enforcement has this book. Anybody dealing with, like he said, international law or law, because the supreme law of the land is the common law, right? Because people.
Now, how you know every judge and use that law? When the last time you been to Dallas courts?
Okay. I ain't been to no Dallas courts, but I just been to Long Beach court today, and I seen him reading out of the Black's Law Dictionary today. But the thing is,
how do you know every judge uses that book though?
My name is Brian Garner. I'm editor-in-chief of Black's Law Dictionary. Black's Law Dictionary is the most widely used law dictionary in the world. It is, you might say, the law dictionary of record, and it has been that since Henry Campbell Black wrote the first edition in 1891.
Okay, real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna let you go. I just want to get this out. What does the word black mean?
Yeah, you say I'm black. That means you're dead. Legally. I'm a black minority. I'm a person that's a black minority. Either way you go, you're locking yourself into some stuff you don't need to be in. You gotta learn how to disassociate yourself from the words that you've grown accustomed to using to identify yourself.
it means pale, wan, colorless, albino, bleak, absence of light, civiliter mortuus, meaning civilly dead in the eyes of the law.
So did you catch my question? Why would I read a civilly dead book? It's called Black's Law Dictionary.
Okay, but that's you sticking to that. You're saying Black's Law Dictionary as if that's just what it is. But this Henry Campbell's dictionary is ancient and modern jurisprudence. What is jurisprudence?
Hold on. It says Black's Law Dictionary. That's a dead dictionary. Why should I read that?
Black's Law Dictionary is the most widely used law dictionary in the world. It is, you might say, the law dictionary of record, and it has been that since Henry Campbell Black wrote the first edition in 1891.
Hold on, before we go to that, why would I read a book called Black's Law Dictionary if it means dead?
Okay. I just hate niggers.
Why should I listen to a guy, and again, before anybody clip this up, I'm only playing Angel's advocate. I'm just making a point just to see where your mind is at. That's all I'm doing. Don't take it, don't overdo it.
Nigga, please. Nigga.
So why would I learn from somebody who keeps the last name of dead? Y'all say, hey, I changed my name from Jones, Johnson, Smith because that's slave name. So why should we listen to him who kept the last name Black? And he knows because it's in his book that black mean dead.
A few moments ago.
But I'm not saying you say that.
Now I've heard many people say nationality is the order of the day. What exactly does that mean?
Nationality is the order of the day.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means what nation do you come from?
But like,
that's what that means.
So when you say nationality is the order of the day, that simply means what nation do you come from?
Nigga, please. Nigga.
No, black is not a nationality. Black is not a color nor a race. So when we say black, we're saying in context, I answer. In context, what we're saying is we are the original man. So brother even made a good point the other day. There's no such thing as dark black or light black. Like you got dark blue, light blue, dark yellow, you know, all these different things. Black is the essence from which all color comes from.
Nigga, please. Nigga.
No, we're not talking about necessarily a skin color. We're talking about black man, you are the original man. Now, you may say, Brother Bennett, but what nationality, what specific place? Well, the reason we differ there, I get what you're saying as far as law and status. However, we're not confined by what they see us as. We say Asiatic black man. You go to the student enrollment, it says we are the Asiatic black man. Why you say Asiatic? Because we believe, or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, that in the beginning, it was all called Asia. You got Asia Major, Asia Minor. So we're not limiting ourselves to one specific spot. No, we the gods of the planet Earth.
Nigga, please. Nigga.
Those of you who've been around me know that I've now begun to go back to myself. Go back to that which I believe will sustain me and that which will help to purify me, and have begun to push back and ignore that which I had fallen back down to. More and more I am being guided to study more. If you are not grounded properly, then you are not going to pick up the correct vibrations from the universe and the cosmos. More and more I am being guided to study more. Or if we are trying to lift our brother or sister up, the way we do it is just as important as what we say. How we approach them is just as important. Huh? More and more I am being guided to study more. I have found since my days with the Nation of Islam and no longer being in the mosque, that I now draw from all of our spiritual expressions. And that I now have come to, as many of you have heard me say many times, while I was supreme captain or national spokesman or whatever in the Nation of Islam, that if it were not for Africa, if it were not for the original black man and black woman, there would be no Islam, no Christianity, no Judaism. None of the world's major religions, as Dr. Yosef Ben Yachanan, Dr. John Henry Clark, and others have taught us, would be in existence if there were no original black man and woman and no Africa. Africa as it is called now. More and more I am being guided to study more. And I hope that the ancestors will guide me to touch on this Africa thing, to touch on Asiatic. Oh, they say, oh, you got to know what you're doing, boy. Because you know it's a whole lot of us in here. I understand, Moor. I'm a Moor. I understand that nationality is the order of the day.
Yes, it is. That's right.
I understand that. More and more I am being guided to study more. I can't say that I love you, that I care for you, that you are my sister, you are my brother, taking the prefix BR off and leaving other, that you are my other self. And I do not act morally and righteously toward you. I cannot do it. I make myself alive. More and more I am being guided to study more. Muslim. Are you a Muslim, Khalid? Yes, I am. But I'm a Moor. Islam. I'm a Moor. And got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. And ain't gonna never argue with you that I'm not a Moor. And wouldn't come in your house or come among you and say I'm a Moor if I didn't feel in my heart, in my mind, in my soul that I am. I would tell you, God damn it, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Ain't no more. So if I say it, I mean it. And if I mean it, generally, I say it. Are you a Muslim? Yes. But I know my roots. And I ain't Kunta Kinte.
What does nationality mean?
Okay, so nationality. All right. So since we're already here, nationality, national. Right. Let's go to actual nationality. Turn the page.
And by the way, just so you can know why I kept going back to that, the reason I kept sticking to that word black is because this is what they do to me online. Black, black. All they
Because
do
you
is
have to know
the
how
word black.
powerful that is. But you have to know how powerful that word is. I've seen other brothers in the NOI and FOI teach about Negro and how it is in Spanish, and it mean the same thing as it do in English.
The Spanish word negro, which means black in Spanish. You go to the dictionary and you see, oh yeah, negro, yeah, it means black in Spanish. We Negroes. But that's a half-truth. The word negro in Spanish, right, it comes from the Spanish. Y'all got that? And it does mean black, but it only refers to something that is dead. So it means black, but it's only used to refer to inanimate objects. Black car, black shoes, black shirt.
Now read that definition again for me now. Let's read it again so we can understand it. Read it again. Or I'll read it. Let me see. I'll read it.
Okay, when you hear black, no one is black, but the term black is the general term that we as black people use to discuss all of us as one people. But black is a color-coded term. It is a legal term which is put in the United States documents, all of the law books, which references a dead individual. It references property. It references a system that can put you inside of a law where if you get pulled over by the police, where you're going through court systems and all these legal issues, you can be put into a modern form of slavery. Okay, there's a high science dealing with the term black, but the original term is Moor.
I'm telling you, I'm really slow, and I'm not being funny now. I learned like a fourth grader. I need you to like clear the word for me, and I gotta understand before I go to the next level. Based on the definition of nation that we just read together, now based on that definition, what is our nation?
Our nation is the Moorish nation because we are Al Moroccans. We're descendants of Moroccans born in America, meaning the Moabites, the Canaanites, the Phoenicians, the Amorites, the Cushites, the Israelites, all of that. That's all people coming from the same bloodline that transversed across the whole land, because once you understand what indigenous means, that means we inhabited the whole earth. We wasn't just in one portion.
Okay. Now, when you brought in Moroccan,
Moroccan,
you confused me because what are you saying? America? Oh, I get it. You basically saying because America is Morocco. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, yes, but let me camel back a little bit.
So you said yes. You're saying
Yeah,
America is Morocco?
And I'm gonna clarify that because the brother that you had on, and he was saying that what do you, when you ask him what do you call the hybrid Europeans? Oh, I'm a New Yorkian or I'm a Arizonian or whatever, right? So that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because nativity describes that, your nationality. You get that from your mother. So
So you're saying you get your nation from your mother?
yes, because your mother is the only one that could birth you. Man can't have women or birth children.
So if my mother birthed me in Galveston, Texas, what nation was she in when she birthed me in Galveston, Texas?
Okay, so now you gotta remember we indigenous. We're not looking at the state, because if you look at the state, you have to know these states are colonies. They're part of the 13 original Unum Sanctum operation colonies, the Union Society. So
Okay,
now
okay, let me ask that a different way. When I was born, Galveston, Texas, like, because that's what people knows. But if I was to ask you, where was my mama when I'm saying Galveston, Texas, because that's all I know. But where would you say my mama was? What nation was my mama in?
So I would say, okay, now not knowing, I'm not going to put an age on your mom or you or none of that, but knowing our people don't know the history. We don't know what land mean. We don't know what any of this is, but we think.
Hold on, before you do that, I'm just trying to get an answer. Where was my mama in 1994 when she birthed me? What nation was she in?
She wasn't in the nation. She was in a corporation, because these names that we call in these states, they're corporations.
Brother.
So she would be on the land in domicile in the land of Northwest Amexem, but she had you and birthed you out of her womb right then and there, wherever so-called state or corporation she was in. But that doesn't mean she's from there.
For the question, don't use Texas, don't use Galveston. I'm only using that because that's what I know. Based on what you know, where would you say what nation was she at based on what you know? What nation was she in 1994?
In 94, so she's going to be in the so-called corporation of the U.S., the United States.
So your answer is the United States.
That's where she, in the 94, they were going to be telling you in the United States, because our people weren't sitting here on talking about enforcing.
All right.
Hey,
all right. So follow me. I asked you, what nation did my mother birth me in 1994? Your answer is United States, right?
Right, the corporation.
All right. Pause.
United States.
Okay, stop. Then you said I'm from wherever my mother is, right? So if nation is inside of nationality, right?
The Moorish
when
nation.
You ask me what my nationality is, it should have something to do with the United States, because you just said that the nation my mama was in.
No, because I'm gonna tell you why. So who recognized the United States first? Who's the first nation to recognize the United States?
I don't know. What do me? I'm telling you, I'm really slow. And I'm not being funny now. I learned like a fourth grader. I need you to like clear the word for me, and I gotta understand before I go to the next level.
Your Majesty, as we were just discussing, it was 22 years ago when the people of the United States first welcomed you to this house, when you came as Crown Prince with your father, His Majesty King Hassan II. Today we welcome you back in the same spirit of friendship that has joined our two nations since the beginning of the American Republic. Your Majesty, America will never forget that in 1777, the first nation in the world to recognize the United States was the Kingdom of Morocco. Ten years later, our two countries approved a treaty of peace and friendship, which today remains the longest unbroken treaty of its kind in all history.
So when you say it's dishonoring our ancestors, black, when we say it, it's literally saying they are the original people, and they are. It's literally saying that they are the mothers and fathers of civilization, and they are. When you ask what's my skin color is brown, but black is not a color. The minister says black is the essence from which all color comes from. So when you got all these other people, black man, white man, yellow man, etc., they came from us. So when we say black, we're not talking about nationality. We're not talking about skin color. We're not talking about a land. We're talking about it means in context.
Nigga, please. Nigga.
Context. I'm asking a question so that you can be educated through the question. And whoever that sister was that was saying why he asking questions, because that's what the live is about, to get education.
He's asking the questions because he already know the answer.
To get education so that we all can learn, because everybody don't know the Black Law Dictionary. Everybody don't know the definitions. When we speak over people's heads, we think we educating them, but we not. So I'm asking the questions so that we can get an understanding. So those people who come back from the military and they don't pay taxes, do they own their home?
No, they don't. They still pay taxes. They still pay property taxes. They still pay taxes. They still pay taxes.
Well, I know military people who say they don't have property taxes because they was in the military.
That's a lie. They probably don't have property taxes because they probably used a corporation or something and got a tax benefits. But they, no matter what, right? No matter what, if they don't have a Moorish name attached to that claim, right? In their proper status, they don't own that. I don't care what they say. Only Moors can own land.
Oh.
They have fake deeds. The real thing is a title. You must have a real title to the land. And a title can't be given to you.
So you're saying, so you're saying the military people that say, hey man, I don't pay property taxes, you're saying they lying?
Yeah.
Why would they lie?
They paying something. Even if somebody paying it for on their behalf, they still paying it. It's still getting so-called quote unquote paying. They probably telling you that because the corporation probably paying for it. You see what I'm saying? They're not directly paying for it.
You mean the United States or their corporation?
Both. It could be both. Because really, in actuality, let me drop some game. The United States of America is a government administration service company. So basically, it's the Moorish trust. United States of America is a trust. They're Jeffrey, we Fresh Prince. And they tricked everybody to make them think they're a government, which they're not. They're Jeffrey. They switch places. But in these times, that time is up. It's been over with. And Moors are actually moving in communities, and we putting down the law right now. Moors have created their own finance like everybody else around the world is done with this dollar. That's why Floyd Mayweather can't come home. Because outside America, ain't nobody using that no more. This shit is over with. So after 2024, if we don't get y'all self together as Moors and come together, a lot of people is going to die, and a lot of children is going to suffer from this, and a lot of women is going to have to do strange things along with other men. That's why they letting all these refugees up in here, because it's about to go down. And all these people that's not declaring their nationality, they're going to be in a particular situation. And that's the reality of it. International law doesn't apply to people that is stateless. Divine law, you are outside of divine law if you don't honor your mothers and your fathers. You must honor your mothers and your fathers, your forefathers. So how can you honor them if you're not being called by them? They put their name in trust. They put their name on stones and monuments. The barn stones, the pyramids, that's illegal documents. Lawfully. And the Constitution and the treaties are a family will to an empire, ETC nation. That's the family will. So that's why Moors can stand on there and say this and say this and say that, because we understand and understand. So if Moor is going to get, if you saying you are Moor gives us every right, all rights, all laws, all benefits, all entitlements, why don't we just drop everything and just say Moor, and the people that do understand give us the authority by everybody agreeing to that and let us do the work. Yeah. But if we keep saying all this other stuff, you holding us back, and what's coming down with these people, what I'm saying is y'all don't see all these companies and banks closing down. Is that because it's over with? And y'all ain't gonna be able to eat while y'all playing around. Then y'all gonna be like, oh, the Moors. We
So
told y'all.
how are the Moors gonna eat?
Oh, how we gonna eat? Because we own land. We can negotiate with other nations, and guess what? We've been stacking up. Some of us been stacking up food and everything. So if another nation
No,
come over
I'm
here,
saying how you gonna eat is for.
well, if you own land, that's easy.
Okay, so what I'm saying, like, how you gonna eat though? Okay, you got. Let's
I'm
say
gonna
you
grow
got.
my food, my fruits, and I can negotiate with other nations, and I can call other nations to assist me because they signed the contract with my ancestors.
So you got contacts of other nations, and you gonna call them, and then what? And then,
I said if I need them, because they're already gonna come here because it's gonna be chaotic. Everybody's gonna come and help to take control of the situation. You see what I'm saying?
okay, and
You know, are you aware there's military bases from other nations on this land? Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
So they already here, brother. So international law applies. You must protect the Moors when that situation happens.
Okay, so
that's divine law. That's law of our ancestors. That's just what it is.
So you saying the way that you're gonna eat is because you got land. What about the black people who got land?
That land, what happened is people gonna be rioting,
Your mic,
and a lot of
your mic going out. Your mic is really choppy.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix that. Hold on.
It sounds clear now. Somebody said, I am here from Allah. Stop showing mercy to those who are against his messenger.
Okay, now what you said, the black people don't own that. They're gonna kick them off that land.
Who is they?
The Grand Republic Army, FEMA, other people rioting. I mean, it's just gonna be chaotic, brother.
Okay, so
that's not their land.
Hold on. Let me
I'm not saying that's not their land. If they claiming the land as a black person, then that's not their land.
I'm trying to picture how this is gonna happen. Are they gonna have a meeting with them first?
No, it's no meeting. No meeting. They had 100 years to get it right. They was told. Everybody was told.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Because you said rioting. I don't know nobody that's gonna riot and then have a meeting with you before they riot. They just gonna riot.
No, I didn't say they had no meeting. No, I didn't say they.
I'm saying that because you said the black people, they gonna get kicked off and they gonna riot. In order for you to know if I claim to be a black person or more, you gotta at least have a conversation with me, right? So how they know if I'm black? How they know if I'm black or more?
Because there's national standards. They know because guess what? When we do stuff, we put everybody on notice. So they know where we at all time. They watch you whether you know you're more or anything. It's notice. Public record. So they know who is who and who is not. It's simple. Everything is on a public record,
so
whether you know about it or not.
So basically what you're saying is they're gonna go to all the black people, kick them off, but then they're gonna skip the Moors.
Right.
Now what makes a devil so mercy? I don't know no Satan.
Well, who's talking about European? But who said Europeans gonna do this? All of them gonna run.
They're gonna
run? Yeah, they're gonna run. Why you think? Did you not see Stevie Wonder got a Ghana citizenship? Everybody's leaving, bro. When this shit go down, everybody's gonna be running, leaving, trying to get on a plane, going, bro.
So who's the one that's gonna do all this rioting and destroying?
Well, so-called unconscious Moors, because they don't know. They're gonna be hungry. There ain't gonna be no money, right? They ain't gonna have no fiat.
So you're
they're gonna be
this is gonna be black people doing this.
So-called black people gonna be riding in the street, right? All the police and all the military is gonna be trying to get control of the situations and de-escalate the situation and be bringing all these people in the FEMA camp and burn them.
So when you said they know who you are, I thought you was talking about white people.
No, I'm not talking. No, I'm talking about the international community, other military, other agencies. CIA, FBI, all policemen, all of them are a part of the playbook. To when this go down, they already have a plan to take control of the situation.
No. I'm talking about the ones that's gonna do the rioting and kicking you off your land. I thought you saying that was white people that's gonna do that.
No, I never addressed and call these people white. I would say
No.
Europeans.
I'm saying I know you don't call them white. I'm calling
Right.
them white. It's for because you said they know you. They the ones who got the power to know you. I don't.
This won't be Europeans. They're gonna be running for the hills, bro.
So are you saying black people are the ones who know who's who, and they got the technology to know who's who, and they go
Anybody in authority or knows authority, they already saw the books and they know who is who and what is what.
but they the ones who gonna be gone. I thought you said.
Who? I said any authority.
Right. You said the
I never said
Europeans are the.
Europeans. I never said Europeans are the authority.
So who's
Whoever is CIA or international agencies.
Aren't they majority Europeans?
No, hell no. Hell no. Who told you that?
I'm asking.
Oh no, they're not majority Europeans. That's the game they play. No, that's the game they play.
What are they majority?
It's the mixture of everybody, brother. The United Nations is not just one body politics of individuals.
No, I mean majority though. Like, so you saying the FBI, the CIA, all the government agencies, they're not majority Europeans?
No. They're not.
Who would you say is in charge though?
Who's in charge of what?
As far as the government, who run things, they share responsibility across different races.
Runs things, I would say Moors run things. I would say these people are not the government, brother. That's a corporation.
So you're saying the Moors run the CIA, FBI, etc.? You hear me? Man, something must be.
Okay, I'm back. You can hear me?
Do you see comments? I don't see comments no more.
Yeah, I see the comments, but they probably do that because they always just trying to block my information.
No, like the last comment I see says the realest coming nationalities order. I don't see any new ones. It's like it's paused.
If you probably unpin what you got, you probably can see them. Like unpin what you got.
Yeah, that didn't work either. Dang, that's crazy.
Ain't work. Ain't work. Okay, I can see the comments, but what I'm saying is the international community is sick of us sitting on waiting on us, so they helping us, bro. Right now, the Moors is taking control of the continent. Right now, we're doing it legally and lawfully. Right now.
Got it. Okay. Well, man, I appreciate.
Moors have their own money right now, so when the dollar collapses, we won't have that issue.
So y'all got when you say y'all got your own money, y'all got your own gold and silver?
Well, we own gold, silver. The gold and silver that they stole, and everybody on the planet that has been digging up our gold and silver belongs to us. But when you look in the law definition, right? When you look up the word land, actually you are gold and silver and resources right now. Your signature, you are.
I'm saying is when you said we got our own money, did you mean y'all got your own gold and silver?
We do have gold and silver, yes.
No. I'm saying, do y'all have y'all own? Like, is that what you meant when you said we got our own money? Did you mean y'all got your own gold and silver?
No, what I'm saying is that I can show you what I can send you what our money look like.
It's not gold and silver.
It's backed by gold and silver and all the resources on the planet.
Oh, like a coin or something.
It's paper. It's backed by It's backed by real resources.
I got you. So y'all have a currency that's backed by gold, like backed by the real money.
Right.
I got you.
And all the resources on the planet.
Got you.
That's why I had I was telling the brother look up the word land, and it talks about a state. The word land says more Pacific, and it talks about an E state, a state, right? So now you see all these other nations, don't they have their own currency? Did you not see the BRICS nation?
Yeah, they coming down on that dollar.
Okay, so guess what? So what do you think we supposed to do? If you say you're a nation and you saying you these people, shouldn't you have your own finances?
So what's your thoughts on cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency, we need to restate that, and the Moors is we about to restate that, and we're gonna make a new coin. Cryptocurrency right now, they didn't have authority to create that, so that's out the window. Can we utilize it? Yes. If we create another name and we regulate that, then yes, it can be used. It can be used, but we would have to call it another name because we don't want them dead spells. But can we keep it? Yes, but it has to be restated and in the hands of the Moors. And from where I'm standing at, you look like a Moor. And only Moors is royals on this planet. And get back to you. I want to get back to one thing you said earlier though. You talked about did Noble Drew Ali wanted to keep your slave name. First of all, that's not a slave name because
Johnson not a
nope, that's a Moorish name. That's a Moorish name, right?
Is it?
If you look up and what it is, the House of Names, you will see your family royal crest. So you would be from the clan of Johnson.
What about
that? Would be that's also Moorish names. They trick you. All Noble Drew Ali was he added you and let you know you have a title of nobility, because only the elders and bays is the titles to everything.
So what was our name before it became Johnson and Jones?
El Bay. But what I'm saying is, yeah, El Bay is ancient, but Jones and Johnson are Moorish names.
So why?
That's the royal family names.
So
I didn't say they slave names.
So
Watch
why change it? So why change it? Or
you didn't. You do it. Why? Because you put in the right title to make the claim. Like that's like, okay, if you're a male, right? Even though I don't want to call you Mister, I would put a Mister on that title, right? If you was a doctor, I would say Dr. Jones, right? That's the title, right?
What was Noble Drew Ali's name before Noble Drew Ali?
Timothy Drew. That's why it's Noble Drew Ali.
Is Timothy? What about Tim? Is Timothy?
Drew is his last name, right?
No, I got you. Is Timothy a slave name?
Is Timothy? No.
So why did he change the Timothy part?
What? Because he is Noble Drew Ali.
Yeah, I got that. But why did he change it from Timothy?
Because because that's what he chose to do. You can choose to do what you want, right? He put it in the right perspective.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you wanted to change your stuff around totally, you can't do that. All I'm saying is I'm gonna give you the right concept. They are not slave names. They are royal houses names, and you add in your title of nobility, right? So you can make the claim.
So what's an example?
Actually, Johnson would be the clan royal house, right? And Bay would be the title of nobility. So instead of saying Johnson, right? Basically, you're saying Sir Johnson when you put the Bay, or Baron, or Sultan, or King, or right.
Those are the titles. Bays are the titles.
Right. There's the title to the land, and they're ancient.
Okay. And so, what's an example of a slave name?
What's the example of a slave name? Black, African American.
I knew you was gonna do that.
You already know I ain't coming to play no games, my brother. I ain't playing them reindeer games. White, Indian, Hebrew Israelite, you know, shit like that.
So the Hebrew Israelite, that we ain't Hebrews either?
That's part of us, but that's not the nation. You only, if you say Hebrew Israelites, you only coming from one time period.
What's up? Where they at? They chasing me. They chasing you right? They chasing. They was just chasing you right now. What they look like? What are they? What they look like? They all black. Like black? Black is not a race. Black not a race.